Hey everybody, and thank you for coming to Sandra's Stenography and Shorthand Dictation. I really do appreciate each and every one of you being here. And if you are new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you know when I upload a new video. If you're interested in knowing that, you can also leave me a comment. You can share. You can do all those things that you do to support your favorite channels on YouTube. So I'm doing something for you guys today. We're going to run through some words, and then we're going to do some a passage on it, or a brief take on the words in that we're going to practice. See if I can get this right here. So let me go ahead and get started, because it does take me some time to get this video out to you. So let's write these words. Are you ready to? Did you come to practice? Because I came to read if you came to practice. So, oh God, I just lost my place. So I hope everyone is doing well out there. And let's go ahead and get started. So let's write these words before we write the letter. Ready? Asp. Now don't go rolling your eyes and all that stuff. It's ASP. So asp. How would you write that in your steno theory? So for me, that's a tough one even for me. I would write that I would have to write that as, like AS, and then come back with my P with the asterisk, so that I know that that P goes with that AS. Then we have aside, assess, assam, assailing, asylum, assayed. I'll spell that one for you. ASSAYED. Base, baso, juice, juicy, legacy, coals, with an S, COALS, colza, COLZA, spouse, espouse, seek, Essex, ESSEX, score, Oscar, Isaac, essays, essence, escapes, Eskimo, say, aces, Siamese, like the Siamese cat, sciatica, sighing, easy, easy. So it's IMEASY. Uneasily, uneasiness, sinus, tortuous, two strokes on that one, tortuous, tortuous, vacuous, tenuous, ingenuous, me, him, myself. There are briefs for that. Himself, specially, speak, subjected, several. So when we're talking about myself, himself, herself, when I go to, they pretty much have a common theme. And at least in my theory. So for me, himself would be HEFL. Now you can use whatever briefs you want. There are a bunch of them on briefpedia.com. And now if I was doing herself, for me, that would be, oh God. There's so many. They have, to start off with the easiest one, if you want to use these briefs, you can use H final EF for herself. You can use HEFL, which I believe that's himself as well. You can put an asterisk in there to differentiate between the two. Then you also have, what else they have? HEFS. You can also do H final ERS. H final EFRL. Whichever one you use, stick with it. Don't change it. Then we got we got L final ERL as an option as well. Now we'll do myself. And myself, I'm looking at here, PH final F. The one I use is PH, which is M, final FL. I try to make all my himself, herself, her, ourselves the same, if with the same ending with that FL. You can also use for myself H final IFL. Let me go back to the dictation. What else we have here that might give you some problems? Pretty much, that's pretty much it. Let's go over those again. Asp, aside, assess, assam, assailing. For me, I would do with an A with an asterisk, and then sailing, which is going to be S long A, and then I would add that LG, so I wouldn't have to come back for that G. So that's just the way I would stroke it out. Asylum. I'm sorry, asylum. Asayed. Let's see here. Coals. Colza. Spouse. E-spouse. Seek. Essex. Score. Oscar. Isaac. Essays. Essence. Escapes. Eskimo. Say. Aces. Siamese. Just do Siamese. Sciatica. Sighing. Easy. Easy. Uneasily. Uneasiness. Tortuous. Sinuous. Vacuous. Tenuous. Ingenuous. Me. Him. Myself. Himself. Specially. Now, when we're talking about special, there's some briefs for that as well. That's a one-stroker as well. So if you wanted to do special, because you're just going to add the ly, you could do special SP. You can also do it S final L. I do SPERB, which is with the L, that's my special. Come back with the LI for Lee. But you can also use SP, final L. Let's make it nice and simple. And what else they have? SP, final PL, SP, final RB. All right, that's what we have. Give me one moment, please, people. I'm sorry. I've got two daughters, and and they keep me going, guys. Trust me. All right. Sorry about that. So, should we go over the words one more time before we get into this? Shall we? Asp, aside, assess, assam, assailing, asylum, asayed. I don't even like that word. Um, I ain't too crazy about asp either. What else we have here? Why do I keep losing? Okay. Base, baso, juice, juicy, legs, legacy, coals, colza, spouse, e-spouse, seek, Essex, score, Oscar, Isaac, essays, essence, escapes, Eskimo, say, aces, Siamese, sciatica, sign, easy, easy, uneasily, uneasiness, tortuous, vacuous, sinuous, tenuous, ingenuous, me, him, myself, himself, specially, speak, subject, SUBT is your brief for subject. Add your D for subjected. Several. There's briefs for several. S, final FRL. If you want to write it out, you can write it out as well. All right. One more time, and this is going to be it. Asp, aside, assess, assom, assailing, asylum, assayed, base, baso, juice, juicy, legs, legacy, coals, colza, spouse, espouse, seek, Essex, score, Oscar, Isaac, essays, essence, escapes, Eskimo, say, aces, Siamese, sciatica, sighing, easy, easy, uneasily, uneasiness, sinuous, tortuous, vacuous, tenuous, ingenuous, me, him, myself, himself, specially, speak, subjected, several, base, escapes, Eskimo, sighing, sinuous, sinuous, juice, legacy, aside, asayed, essays, tenuous, himself, essays, spouse, juicy, score, legs, a psalm, espouse, seek, easy, himself, aces, ingenuous, speak, assess, asayed, essence, uneasiness, score, Oscar, Siamese, uneasily, me, several, subjected, base, Isaac, Koza, aces, escapes, vacuous, essence, juicy, baso, speak, asp, aside, essays, say, tortuous, himself, ingenuous, base, coals, assailing, sciatica, me, assam, assailing, asylum, asayed, spouse, espouse, seek, Essex, score, Oscar, essays, Eskimo, sighing, uneasily, sinuous, juice, base, himself, legs, essays, myself, say, sciatica, sighing, easy, seek, score, legs, juicy. All right. We went through those a couple of times. I think that was pretty good. Well, let's move on to the dictation. Ready? I'm going to read this very slowly at first, of course. As always, I believe I'm just going to read this very slowly at first, and then, of course, we'll pick up the pace from there. Very slowly. Ready? For several special reasons, or final NS, I should like you to come and see me on Wednesday, WENS, as early as you can. I especially desire you to write out the names of all the firms with which you have had business, BIZ or BIS, dealings since you came to us. I shall discuss, SKUS, a new policy with you, comma, and the names for which I ask may be free of use. I am a bit upset at the refusal of Askew, Askew, and Benson for taking those Eskimo rugs, comma, and should like to know the reasons for the refusal, comma, I have several subjects besides B final DZ. If you don't have the Z, use the S. These of which I wish to speak to you when I see you on Wednesday, period. Ask to see me as soon as you arrive. All right, that was 8 minutes and 5 seconds. Again, ready? For several special reasons, I should like you to come and see me on Wednesday as early as you can. Period. I especially desire you to write out the names of all the firms with which you have had business dealings since you came to us. Period. I shall, final RB, discuss a new policy with you and the names for which I ask may be free of use. I am a bit upset at the refusal of Askew and Benson for taking those Eskimo rugs, comma, and should like to know the reasons for the refusal, comma, I have several subjects besides these of which I wish to speak to you when I see you Wednesday. Ask to see me as soon as you arrive. You picked up the pace on that one. That one was 5 minutes, 45 seconds. Sure it was. Again, for several special reasons, I should like you to come and see me on Wednesday as early as you can, period. I especially desire you to write out the names of all the firms with which you have had business dealings since you came to us, period. I shall discuss a new policy with you, and the names for which I ask may be free of use. I am a bit upset at the refusal of Askew and Benson for taking those Eskimo rugs, comma, and I should like to know the reasons for the refusal, comma. I have several subjects besides these of which I wish to speak to you when I see you on Wednesday, period. Ask to see me as soon as you arrive. Again, ready? For several special reasons, I should like you to come and see me on Wednesday as early as you can. I especially desire you to write out the names of all the firms with which you have had business dealings since you came to us. I shall discuss a new policy with you, and the names for which I ask may be free of use. I am a bit upset at the refusal of Askew and Benson for taking those Eskimo rugs. And I should like to know the reasons for the refusal. I have several subjects besides these of which I wish to speak to you when I see you on Wednesday. Ask to see me as soon as you arrive. Shaved some time off of that one as well. 3 minutes, 12 seconds. Let me go back down for you. Ready? For several special reasons, I should like you to come and see me on Wednesday as early as you can. I especially desire you to write out the names of all the firms with which you have had business dealings since you came to us. I shall discuss a new policy with you, and the names for which I ask may be free of use. I am a bit upset at the refusal of Askew and Benson for taking those Eskimo rugs. And I should like to know the reasons for the refusal. I have several subjects besides these, of which I wish to speak to you when I see you on Wednesday. Ask to see me as soon as you arrive. All right. I think that's going to be the last time I read that. I just wanted to read it for you several times so you could get the feel and the gist of it and have something to practice. So there you have it. That's it. That's all, folks. That's all I have for you today. As always, thank you so much for coming and listening and writing with me. I really do appreciate it, and putting up with my crazy hair, because sometimes I don't know what it's doing, so I don't just whatever. I'm like, whatever. I gotta do a video, whatever. So thanks guys for being here. And as always, what do I always say to you guys? Happy writing. Bye. See you at the next video.